You're now tuned into the Lit Podcast. Keep it locked. If I could start my life over, go back into time, I would fix every wrong, change every line, do it the right way, the better way, love a little more. Faith is the key that opens up all doors. If I can let go of the past and reach for my future, I need the Most High directing me in my future. When I lay to rest, my pain will be over. I wish sometimes I could start my life all over. Yo, it's your boy D to the L to the S, and welcome to the Lit Podcast, where we motivate, inspire, help you with your thinking, and ultimately help you to know God. This is the first video segment of 2021. I'm excited about this new journey that God has me on. And with that being said, most of the times when we are going through journeys, we always get into those obstacles. There's one big obstacle that kind of keeps us from moving forward, or hidden insecurities. I'm going to give you the definition of insecurities. Insecurities are uncertainty or anxiety about oneself, pretty much the lack of confidence. The lack of confidence. You know, what causes these hidden insecurities? Well, number one thing will be target words. When I was growing up, I was overweight, big, not very confident in myself. I would get called words. And in middle school and high school, we used to have these roast sessions. Where we'd just be at the lunchroom table and everybody's getting it. We don't care if you the finest girl in school. If you walk by us that day and your hair looking a hot mess, you getting roasted. But the thing was, I got called so many names. I was always so insecure, and I was always so shy. I would kind of like have my shoulder shrug like this. So I got called turtle. I got called country bear. I was big. They was calling me Fat Albert. Man, I got called so many names. And yeah, I can sit there and laugh it off. But inside, I was hurting. Most of the times we say, well, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt. That's a lie. Because most of the times when you're not confident in yourself, just something simple as like, you look fat. Or, your head, you got a funny shaped head. Or you got a bad built body or something like that. Yeah, you might laugh it off, but guess what? As soon as you get home, you're gonna look in that mirror and start being like, you know what, my head does look a little funny, man. My belly is out there. Man, and just start looking at your body and getting insecure and discouraged. Well, that's probably why I can't get nobody, because my head is funny. And that's why there are so many people that are spending thousands of dollars to get these different surgeries, because there's something that is, got them insecure in their heart. They're insecure. They look like, a lot of women nowadays want to have the, badonkadonk. And so they want to have the big booty and all this other stuff, getting all of these, these tummy tucks and getting the butt jobs done, spending all of this money. Instead of investing in that into something, that's going to be lucrative, you investing it into your body. And that is a hidden insecurity that you are dealing with. Same thing for men. Men wants to get all these different things done. Just like, okay, I'm going to be real with you. I'm 33 and my hairline is leaving me. A lot of men in my family are bald headed. And a while back, I went to a barbershop. It's a funny story. I went to a barbershop, and, and I was like, let me try them out. And it was one of them fancy barbershops. I ain't gonna mention the name, but after the haircut is done, they start spraying their stuff on there to get the alcohol, or the excess hair or whatever they spray on there. But I noticed that the stuff was black. I was like, what is this? I look in the mirror. my head is, jet black. Cause at first I was getting discouraged. I'm like, man, I wasn't getting low haircuts like this because I was like, man, I want to get my waves back, man. I had all my waves growing up in my 20s, and all of a sudden he get close to 30 and my hair falling out. So, when I seen my hair was jet black, I was feeling myself a little bit. Then next thing you know, I went to the gym and next I got on the I think it was the elliptical, something like that. And then I was sweating and I was like, man, what's all this black stuff? Then I've been hearing about they spraying that black stuff in there. It's like, man, they done put that black stuff in my head, and I thought that they really just, lined me up real good, made my head even, but all they did was spray that stuff on there. So man, if your hair is falling out, man, just go bald, man. I used to have a whole bunch of hair right here, man. I'm just accepting them, just getting low haircuts until I'll just go out. I'm just gonna be bald headed with a beard. But those are hidden insecurities, man, and don't allow those target words to knock you off. Let me keep on going. Failed attempts would have those hidden insecurities in you every single time. Everybody, I'm gonna just be real with you. Being in the industry where I'm doing clothing, DJing, audio engineering, there's everybody that's doing it. Everybody, they might have their certain technique or their certain way that they, brand their shirts, or they brand their, their business when it comes to DJing or audio engineering. And for a moment, for a while I got discouraged. Not for a moment, for a while I got discouraged because I wasn't, getting a clientele like that. And I was just like, wow, okay, God, you gave me all of these gifts, why I feel like everybody else is prospering. I post a video or something like that about me DJing. Yeah, I might get a couple of likes, but the same person posts something else. I mean, the same person that's a DJ post on theirs, and all of a sudden they getting hundreds of likes and all of this, and I just got so discouraged. And for a while, I didn't really want to just do it. I was like, man, what's the use? I'm not really getting popular, and because of the whole pandemic, I wasn't getting booked for gigs and stuff like that. So I definitely got very discouraged. And even with the clothing line, my clothing line is Reflections Wear, and I noticed there's a lot of people that's posting about their clothing line and stuff like that, and I got discouraged because I wasn't getting a lot of sales like everybody else, and that kind of slowed me down on posting on social media about the brand that God had given to me. So when you always have those failed attempts when you start something, don't get discouraged. Just keep on pushing. Let me continue. Seeking affirmation. Looking for those good job people. Now, those good job people, if you're seeking after that affirmation, you are doing it for the wrong reasons. When you're seeking for affirmation, most of the time you're doing it for the wrong reasons. I had a message a while back called "Stunting is a Habit." And when you think about that, you're doing everything to please people, and you're not being yourself. You're pretty much being a carbon copy of someone else, or you looking at someone else's actions and you like, what, I can do it just like that. Oh, hey, look at me. Watch me do this. Look at me. And then when you do not get the attention that you think that you're going to get, guess what? You get discouraged because most of the times you was doing it for the wrong reasons. I look at like men in the Bible, men and women in the Bible. They didn't really do stuff seeking affirmation. When Jesus went up to the, he went by himself to pray. He told the disciples, "Hey, watch out! I'm about to go pray." He did that privately. When Moses received the 10 Commandments, he did that privately. He didn't go down and say, well, the Lord did this, and he didn't announce all of that other stuff. He did it privately, and God blessed him and gave him the knowledge and the wisdom and the understanding. Let me continue. Negative feedback. Negative feedback will definitely have you dealing with those hidden insecurities. Negative feedback, like someone downplaying your dream. I'm gonna be real with you. Not everybody is for you. There, you're gonna have somebody that, if you tell them your dream, guess what they're gonna say? Well, that person must think that that they're gonna be better than me when they start that. Or you might be around a group of people that does not want to move forward in life. That's why you got to get yourself some friends that are moving forward. You got to get some friends that are entrepreneur mindset, that are having a mindset to not stay stagnant in one spot, but to keep on striving for greatness. You definitely got to connect yourself with those type of people, because if you are trying to be a lion and you're hanging around gazelles, or if you're a bull and you just around all of these cows and stuff like that, guess what? If it's more cows, it's going to pull your mindset from, that you are a bull, that you are a lion. But if you're around these gazelles and cows and stuff, that's going to pull your mindset down. And whatever negative feedback they tell you, or critique you in a negative way, guess what? You're gonna sink right into it, and you're gonna get discouraged. You're gonna start questioning why, Lord, why did you even put this in my mind to get me over here just to fail? Why did you even do that? Why? You knew that such and such was gonna happen. Why did you do this? Don't allow negative feedback to knock down or downplay your dream. Watching others would also have you with those hidden insecurities. You got to be unique. There's a lot of people that are doing the same thing that you're doing. That's the reality. A lot of people are doing the same thing. There's a lot of people that's speaking. There's a lot of people that's preaching. There's a lot of people that's doing t-shirts, clothing line. There's lots of people doing the exact same thing that I'm doing. But if I sit and watch others and try to mimic the same way that they doing, I will fail, because I'm not being unique. You have to be unique. You have to do it, the way God has. You got to put your personality in it, because if you don't, you'll be a carbon copy of someone else. So watching others will definitely have you with those hidden insecurities, because most of the time you see them doing it, you try just like that, and you start questioning, why, God, I did exactly how they did it. Well, God wants you to be unique. So how do you overcome these hidden insecurities? You got to evaluate yourself. I have a book out called Reflections. It's called Lost in Transition Reflections. Every quote starts out with, you have to get to a point in your life. You got to look in the mirror. You got to just say, you know what? They might have said I had a funny shaped head, but God says that I am beautifully, fearfully, and wonderfully made. I might have a few curves or something like that, but I can lose that. All I got to do is eat a little bit better, do a little bit of exercising. I'm not going to worry about you got to evaluate yourself. You got to do a compare and contrast of where you at right now and where you want to be in life. Where you at right now and where you want to be in life. Then sometimes you might have to take some responsibility that some of that stuff might be your fault. You might have allowed those hidden insecurities to cause you, to push you back months, years from the goal that God has for you. You got to accept responsibility. And then you fill in those gaps. Think about where you at right now and where you want to be. What did I do wrong? Is there a step that I missed? Am I really seeking God in this area? Or am I seeking affirmation from other people? So you got to do a compare and contrast. Think before you do. Do not get overly excited and lose control. That's what I did. I got overly excited. 2019 going into 2020. starting to get my name out there as a DJ. I done got all my own equipment. I'm like, yes, I'm about to take 2020 over by storm. I'm playing all kinds of music. And so I started getting my skills up and everything. I got the right equipment. My sound is right. Next thing you know, the pandemic happened. The next thing you know, all of these injuries to my body started happening. And God was like, yeah. You sit there and bought all that stuff. I was overly excited. My guitar's in a gear card. I'm purchasing stuff, paying it out, purchasing stuff, paying it out. And I was like, wow. I spent all of this money because I was overly excited, and God told me to rest. God said, you sitting here want to do all of this other stuff. He allowed it to happen so I can sit my tail down. Now I got no choice but to sit down. I can't do all the stuff that I, wanted to do, even though a lot of stuff is, as far as restrictions has been lifted as far as the pandemic, and people might start doing stuff publicly and all of that stuff, but I can't do all that stuff. I can't really lift the speakers and all that stuff because God told me to rest. So think before you do. Is this wise? Will this purchase benefit my business, or will it harm me? Or is that just something I want to get because it looks good, or the other person that got it, is doing it? Do I want to be just because they got it? Most of the times, and this is a a little plug. Most of the times, a lot of those people that get the different equipment and stuff like that, they are being sponsored. They might contact the person at their corporation, say, hey, I'm going to do a review on your product. Then they keep doing reviews on their product. Then they start getting free stuff. And then we're going out there and we are buying it, and we're spending all of our money, and we're in debt because we were so overly excited. So you definitely want to think before you do. Last but not least, lean on God. That's the most important thing, is to lean on God. You got to ask him for 3 things: wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Wisdom. Like, God, is this wise? Is this the right season for me to start this business? No, is this the right time for me to leave my job? Now, you definitely got to ask God, for wisdom when it comes to that, because if you don't, you be done follow somebody else doing a business. Yeah, they might have got it, 6 figures in 90 days, but then that might not also be your turnaround. So be smart about the situation. Ask God for wisdom, knowledge about what you're doing. Do some research. You kind of can look at other people and how they did it, but you want to make sure that it's God's knowledge. Like, what? I need to research this business before I jump head on into it. Or I need to research, for instance, my clothing line. At first I was just experimenting with so many different shirts, and I was like, wow, this shirt over here, yeah, it looks good, but it's a little bit too bulky, man. But I'm kind of got that look. You know what? I need to research until I get the right shirts with the right brand. Well, I don't want to keep paying out my pocket, so I definitely need a wholesale license. So that's what you want to do. You definitely want to ask God for wisdom, the knowledge where you're researching, you're getting, the best deal, the bang for your buck, and it's gonna benefit. And the ultimate thing is understanding. 3 things: wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. When you ask God for those 3 things, he will give it to you. And patience. When you have patience, you will be able to run smoothly. It might be some obstacles in your way. It might be some stuff that, that you didn't see coming. But if you stay focused on God and don't allow those hidden insecurities to knock you off course, you will be able to go through that obstacle smoother than what you have done if you did not have God. So this is D to the L to the S, the Lit Podcast, signing off. If you want to know more information, go to lostintransitionministries.com. For inspirational videos, subscribe to my YouTube channel, D.Silman. If you want reading material that's gonna bless your soul, that's gonna motivate you and just keep you pushing to the next day, check out my new book called Lost in Transition Reflections. You can catch it on Amazon, and also it's available on Kindle. If you wanna get in contact with me, email me at dls@lostintransitionministries.com. If you want to follow me on social media, go to Lost in Transition Ministries on Facebook. Check out the page, and also my personal Facebook page is Derek Silman. Lost in Transition Ministries, the lit podcast. God bless.